The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Gaz, an orc barbarian, sworn protector of the Caliban frontier.
I'm Konnor Shenold. I play Konnor with a K, Kobold Sorcerer who's a continuous thorn in the Empire's side.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Zonimus Dinar, a paladin of dusk, using vengeance as a tool to protect the ones I love.
I'm Kiri Hester. I play Poppy Tea Leaf, the halfling desert druid determined to save the wild places from the ambitions of civilization.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Mokran Stoneshaper, a young dwarf sorcerer finding his true family as revealed by the secrets of the frontier.
And I'm Ash King, your dungeon master. Join us now for Tales from the Caliban Frontier. The realm of nightmare, the place of fear, of dread, despair, the place you have been sucked into and are now unfortunately stuck until you can figure out a way home. You have encountered denizens of Nightmare's realm who seem to have the ability to bring forth some of your fondest memories and sweetest dreams as they attempt to foil your plans. And at this point, Poppy, would be your turn. But due to the effects that these creatures have had, you are stunned. You are laid still. You can smell this very sweet, cloying scent, but it's oddly comforting and oddly just makes you want to stay right where you are. No cares, no thoughts. Is there anything you would like to say?
I can't do anything.
There's nothing you can do. You are still... You have heard the cries of Gaz, but you just can't seem to lift your limbs to actually do anything about it.
My smell smells like biscuits, dirt, leather, and whiskey.
All right. So, we roll around back to the top of the initiative order, which is Zonimus. But you're kind of in the same boat, my dude.
My eyes are still closed, and I'm just convinced I'm right where I need to be, and I know I'm not moving, but in my mind I'm doing that little shimmy you do when you're sleeping, and you kind of wake up and you pull the blanket a little closer, and
it's like the world wants you to wake up, but your brain says, no, I don't wanna. Mm-hmm. So you snuggle down a little closer. Yeah, just that sweet, sweet scent. Sweet, cloying scent just keeps you in a state of bliss. So, Mokran, you're up.
Righty.
And you are faced with one of these beings right in front of you that attempted to suggest to you a course of action, but you said no.
So we're in the lobby of the mansion area, and it is like peeked its head around the corner.
It's basically like it's like right in the doorway.
Gotcha. And then, do I know outside? Like Gaz has hollered outside. How far apart those ones outside are? Can I see like over its shoulder or past?
Looking over its shoulder, the main door of the courtyard is just a straight shot. So you see Gaz at the main gate of the courtyard grappling with this thing and like fighting with it. And then what I'm picturing is like you guys had kind of pulled the cart off to the side, and that was where Konnor had hidden, and the other creature had landed on top of the cart. You actually can't really see that one from your
Gotcha.
position. You can
Maybe
see
I
two of
heard
them.
Konnor hollering, or I knew something was over there with him. The one that's in the doorway, we're going to swirl a chromatic orb at it.
Okie dokie.
Modified 20.
Give me some damage.
19 points of acid damage.
19? Excellent. So yes, this acid splashes against this creature's skin. They're very strange to look at when they're not in that wavering form of, whoever you love and trust the most. They look like these very skin-drawn, taut, leathery creatures, just very off-putting to the senses. But the acid splashes against this creature and it yelps out, in pain as it takes the full damage.
Very cool. And then, as a bonus action, I dump 5 sorcery points into a 3rd level slot.
Okay.
So I can have one back.
Okay. Sounds good. Gaz, you're up.
Gaz needs to roll a d10.
Gaz does need to roll a d10.
4.
What does he do, Konnor?
Creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Okay. This turn, you go back into that vision, and again, it looks like Mazaga is right in front of you with a confused look on her face, and just, boy, are you well?
I don't think so, Mother. I don't know where I am. I was with friends, but apparently I am home now. It is good to be home.
It is good to see you. And with that, Konnor.
Using my last sorcery point slot, I look at the creature that's near me, and I'm going to cast Immolation.
Okay.
But instead of flames, a bubbling boil of acid swirls around it. I need a dex saving throw.
Okay. A 22.
Okay, that saves, so it still takes half.
Okay.
The damage was 35 divided by 2 is 17.
17. Thank you. This creature bubbles with the acid, but it does, seem to manage to brush some of it away. Is that all for you?
Yes.
Okay. It's my beasties. The one that you attacked, Konnor, it's going to jump down next to you, and it's actually going to attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
So give me a contested check. You can use acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
A nat
Or
20?
23.
23, okay. So yeah, you barely managed to slip by it as it's coming down because it got a 20.
Oh, nice.
But that will be it for my beastie. So the one that is on Gaz needs to roll a d10.
No, it doesn't. I used Immolation, which rolls a concentration spell.
Oh, so you broke concentration on the confusion. Okay, so it's shaking its head, and then it gives a grin as it looks up at Gaz. And it is going to, for this turn, cast Suggestion with the same command. Gaz, in your waking dream, in your vision, you see Mazaga. She just, come here, boy, let me see what ails you. Come closer, come to your mother. Give me a wisdom save.
15.
That is a fail. So you pursue the course of action as described to the best of your ability. So you move towards it, and it embraces you. And basically, it is now grappling you. So, it puts its arms around you, and again, in your vision, you think that you're just being embraced by your mother. So that is it for that beastie.
Is that considered an attack?
No.
If you haven't attacked a hostile creature or since your last attack or taken damage since then, haven't taken damage.
Okay, so on your next turn, your rage will end.
Right.
With that, my third creature, seeing that this magic-using dwarf is annoying as all heck, it is just going to rush right up to you and make 2 attacks. It's going to attempt to lash out with its claws. 26.
That's it.
And the claws are 40-10 plus 2. There'll be 26 points of slashing damage. And then it's going to come down and try to bite you. Ooh, with a nat 20.
Nasty.
So that is 18 points of piercing.
Okay.
And you are grappled. And that is all. That's all she wrote for that beastie. So it's got its teeth clamped down tight onto, the meat of your shoulder. And that will bring us to Poppy.
I am stunned.
You are stunned for the second turn.
Yep.
Oh, can I make the contested check against that grapple?
Not until your turn.
Okay, not until my turn. Right. Thank you.
But I know that Wildfire is safe because I can feel him. I know that Zonimus is safe, and unfortunately, I cannot control anything else. So we just stay here. Just one more round left, and then I will be free.
You'll be free.
The
Zonimus.
smell of cotton candy and popcorn is sort of wafted away and replaced by rain in the distance. And I let out a relieving sigh. Past her.
All right. So that will bring us to Makron. You are currently grappled by this beastie. You can give me a strength or dex to attempt to escape the hold.
It looks like I can still try to attack normally. Is it attack with disadvantage?
Yeah, you can still attack while you're being grappled, but yes, you do so at disadvantage.
So I'm going to interaction, grab the Warhammer from my belt, bonus action, cast magic weapon, and then action, try to smash the thing.
Makron go smash. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's a maybe 13.
13 to attack?
Yeah. Okay. Darn.
Not quite.
Can't quite get the angle.
Yeah,
on
the
it.
angle's a little too awkward, and it just kind of is like shuffling around with you. Is that all for your turn?
Yep.
All right. So what happens at the end of your turn? The arms of this creature come around you, restraining you, and you're going to take 5 psychic damage. And not only that, the creature seems to gain some vitality from this embrace. Gaz, roll me a d10.
7.
Creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Well, the only thing that's within reach is the Dream Eater. So just one attack, no bonus action.
Yep.
That would be a 24,
Will hit.
15 points of damage.
Okay.
And because I attacked, I keep my rage.
Yay.
Okay, you are still in this waking dream. And even though you lash out, your mother's arms, come firmer around you, holding you, restraining you. Hush, hush, child, stop struggling. What's with all this fuss now? And it's going to give you some psychic damage, but it's only 3 points. So that's all for Gaz. Konnor.
2 questions. How far away are Zonimus and Poppy from me?
About 20 feet.
And then how is this storm above us developing?
It's swirling and you get the lightning, but it never seems to actually break. It always seems to be on just the cusp of actually breaking.
Any like booms of thunder, anything like that? Okay, so I want to time this with a boom of thunder
Okay.
and look at where Zonimus and Poppy are still laying there. And I'm going to thunder step over to them. The creature next to me needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and I am upcasting this at 4th level.
Okay. Be a 19.
19. Okay, that saves. It still takes half. 15, so 7 points of damage of thunder damage. And then I appear right next to Poppy and Zonimus, not knowing why they're still laying down. What are you guys doing? Wake up, we're in danger, we're being attacked. Stop being useless, Zonimus, and I'm gonna kick him. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. You are now hanging out next to Makron with Creature the Third, and it is my beastie's turns. The one that is on Gaz is going to make its bite and its claw. The claw will, I don't think that'll hit. That's only a 15. The bite will not hit either. Anywho's, Beastie the Second will kind of shake itself from the thunder and is basically going to kind of look around. Seeing that its companion has the orc handled, it is going to come in to help its other friend. It exudes magical power, so I need Konnor and Makron. I need the two of you to give me charisma saving throws, please.
It's a modified 20. It's a 23 if I get his +3.
So you pass.
With the +3, it is a modified 26.
Okay, so this creature frowns in disappointment as the two of you do not succumb to the waking dream. All right. I say, was that all 3 of them?
No.
No.
Number
The one that's
3.
on Makran.
Number
Yes,
3
the one that has
on
Makran restrained. So it is going to attempt to do its bite. Oof, which is a natural 20. Again, that's the second time I've gotten a nat 20 on that bite on Makran.
Yeah.
That is 22 piercing,
Okay.
and you are grappled again. And then the claw comes in for a 18? No, 19.
Yeah, still hits. Yeah.
Okay, 16 slashing.
Makran is on his feet, but there's blood just gushing out of these wounds on his neck.
All right, that is all for my beastie boys. Poppy, this is the last turn. You will be stunned.
Yes. So Konnor just kicked Zonimus. I can smell Makran's blood at this point, I'm sure, along with the sickly, sweet smell of everything else. And I just look at Konnor. We're trying! And that's my turn. But I get to move next turn.
Yes,
Nice.
let's say at the end of this turn, you kind of finally clear the fog from your brain and see what's going on and hear what's going on and really understand what's going on. Okay, that is it for my beasties and for Poppy and Zani.
Yeah, I feel the kick. I heard the get up and can't them fight. Can't. Pastor.
So, Makran.
Will Dimension Door, a casting of Dimension Door, release me from the grapple?
So you teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downward, upward to the northwest at a 45-degree angle, 300 feet. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. So yeah, what I would say is that yes, you could dimension door your way out of this hug.
So, yes, I am going to dump a couple sorcery points
Okay.
and quicken this spell so that it's a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to Dimension Door to right outside the doorway
Okay.
of the building.
So you were effectively behind the 2 creatures.
Yes, because both of them have come inside.
Yeah, they're basically they had kind of stepped up to you
Yeah.
and Konnor.
Yeah.
And you 2 were just within the doorway.
There you go. That's my quicken spell. So then I will grab a potion of healing off my belt and chug.
Okay. Gaz.
3.
3.
Creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Okay, so you are just relaxing into this embrace.
Do I take psychic damage?
Yes, it will continue to
Thank you.
feed off of you. 7 points. We will move on to Konnor.
Okay. Hearing Poppy's stunted speech or talk of how
We're trying,
but we can't, Konnor's gonna give a little growl of frustration and swirl around this massive chaotic energy that gets a bit bigger and then a little bigger than that. Upcasting Chaos Bolt. 26 to hit.
What?
So first the d8s. Poison damage.
Ooh. Completely immune.
Can I change it to psychic damage?
Do you have a fate chip?
Yeah.
Yes!
16 points of psychic damage.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
Konnor, as you begin to swirl this energy and swirl this chaos bolt and send out this arc of psychic energy towards this creature, you seem to hit it in just the right way that you hear a pop and a screech and it dissipates. So now it's my beasties. The one that is on Gaz is just going to sink its teeth into your shoulder once more for 17.
17 is exactly what you need.
14 piercing.
Reduced to 7.
And you are considered grappled. And then the claws just dig into your back for a 21.
Hits.
For 28 slashing.
Reduced to 14.
And that is all for that one. The one that is between Konnor and Makran, seeing Konnor that you just killed one of its fellows, you are going to be on the receiving end of its ire. So a bite for a modified 20.
Okay, that hits.
For 17 piercing, you are considered grappled. And the claw for 18. It will be 15 slashing. And that will be it for that beastie boy.
Konnor gets hit by this attack and coughs up blood. He's not looking good.
Poppy, you're up, finally.
Finally!
Save us, Poppy, please.
Heal us.
Do what you do best, Poppy. You stay with us.
Okay, so I go half my movement to stand up. I give Samus a little pat on the cheek as I stand up. Wildfire, you watch him, because they don't seem to be paying us attention if we're stunned. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is... Well, and I also have, like, garbage spells, because, I mean, we haven't slept in a while. We've changed them. I would like to use my action to get my sword back.
Okay.
Autonomous. So I have to, like, dig around in
his pocket for loose change
to get my sword back. I told you this wasn't for keeping. And I take it back.
Alright.
And then I'm going to let's do an upcast here, because he looks pretty bad. Give Makran a healing word. 14.
Sweet.
And you feel better, but I have a sword now. That is my turn, DM.
Excellent. Good
Draw
turn.
a sword and heal a dwarf.
Good turn.
So much
Great turn.
out of this episode.
Awesome. Zonimus.
Where the fuck is she going?
I'll be right back.
Pastor.
Makran.
Okay, we are going to throw a good old first level chromatic orb at the one in front of Konnor. Oh, probably not, because it's 13 and we know that misses. Cheese and crackers. Yeah, I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Okay. Gaz, roll me that D10.
Melee. Punch it.
19 plus.
Okay, we'll hit.
12 points of damage.
Okay. It will damage you psychically, feeding off of your energy for 4 points of psychic damage. Konnor.
What is it to try and get out of this grapple?
You will have to make an escape attempt.
Is that acrobatics?
Acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
A 9.
9, you're just like,
Get off me.
but its grip is too tight. All right, so it is grappled. You are considered restrained until the end of your next turn, and you will get psychic damage. 7 points. And again, the creature seems to regain some vitality as it sucks away your energy.
Is that happening with mine too?
You take 2 steps forward, but 1 step back every time you do damage to it.
5 steps back now.
Well, because the one that Gaz is on, he has actually managed to do a pretty fair amount of damage to it. So it's not looking the greatest, but as it continues to keep hold of you, it gains a little bit of vitality back every time. But not much you can do because you're, again, in that waking dream and you just believe that you're in the comforting arms of your mother.
Yep.
Even as you lash out against her in your confusion. But she still loves you.
We're just sparring.
Yeah, that's what you do, right? That's what all parents do with their kids. Okay, Konnor, end of turn. Yes, beastie turn. Okay, this beastie that has you in its grip is going to try to bite you again. That was a 17
Yeah.
for 10 piercing.
Okay.
You're still grappled. Gonna claw. Modified 20?
Yeah.
23 points of slashing.
I'm down.
But as you go unconscious, it actually drops you.
Okay.
And then the one that is on Gaz will continue. Nat 1 on the bite, but a 24 on the claw.
Hits.
27 slashing.
Reduced to 13.
Okay. And that will be it. Since it did not manage to get the bite on you, I'm going to rule that you are not grappled by it this turn. You kind of managed to worm out of its grasp. So we will move right along to Poppy.
Okay. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to stab her with my sword. Or them. Try to stab them with my sword.
Okay.
18?
18 will hit.
Thank you. Get in. For 9 damage. It is magical because it is my Gideon sword. And then I'll look over my shoulder and see if Zonimus is watching me, hoping he's facing the other way. And I'm going to give Konnor 13.
Thank you.
Is that all for you?
Yes.
Okay. Zani.
Pass turn.
You only have like 2 left.
The rest of this one and all the next one, and then I can get up.
Makron.
Makron, seeing Konnor fall, immediately rushes in at this thing. He still has been keeping concentration on his magic weapon, and he swings with Orehammer and gets a 19.
19 will hit.
Yes! That is 1d8 plus 2 plus the 1 from the magic weapon. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay, that was all for Makron. Gaz, roll me that d10.
7. Attack. 25.
Will hit.
13 points of damage.
As you slash out, just in confusion at this beast, you see, the bloom of blood over its chest. And for just a moment, you still see Mazaga clutching at the wound. My boy, why? As the vision slowly fades and you see the truth standing before you, and the creature falls dead.
Gaz, in his confusion, doesn't understand what just happened, but now understands that this fiend had a hold of him. It was not his mother at all, and his rage boils even more. And can I move?
I will say yes, because this creature was the source of the waking dream. Now that it is dead, you are freed from it.
So, and from the confusion, can I make it to their beastie?
Yes.
And I bonus action claw.
Sure.
Reckless. 28.
Will hit.
13 points of damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
14.
Miss. He's going to take 2d12 psychic damage. 19 points of psychic damage. No one pretends to be my mother's and gets away with it.
This thing is like turning towards Poppy, who just, slashed at it and was about to attack, and then just all of a sudden from behind, just Gaz, like you rabbit, claws to the throat, arterial spray, head bursting from, the psychic rage, and it just fizzles into nothing.
Would Zonimus still be stunned?
Are we still around?
At this point, what I would say is that since the cloying scent is completely dispelled from the air with the death of these creatures, you are freed from the stun.
Poppy, Zonimus, Konnor's down! And I kneel down beside him.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm good. It's good to play dead every once in a while.
Ooh.
I apologize. That was on me. I should have been watching better.
Everybody gets 26 HP just in case.
Oh, good, because I was below half. I should have been watching better. I was convinced I was back with my mothers. You remember my mothers?
With your moms?
Yes.
I thought I saw the one that stuck its head in. I thought I saw my mom for a minute, but then I realized it wouldn't. I'm so sorry that we left you out there. We were trying to get to you, but they was nasty.
I was much happier knowing that you were in here to defend Poppy and Zonimus.
Gaz?
Yes, Zonimus.
You told us that you would help us get down the river into the Lake of Tears, and you've done that. When we find a way through the ziggurat and get out of this place, if that's the time you need to take your own path.
If you want to go home and see your mama.
That is a decision I will have to make at that time. Right now, we've just been together. I will make that decision when it is time. Right now, there's more important fish to fry, as my mother Yazgash would say.
Malkern helps Konnor to his feet.
Anybody else starting to hate this place?
Starting?
I mean, it wasn't so bad, but with creatures around like this...
What were those? Anyone know?
I'll take an Arcana.
It's going to be over 20. Well over 20.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Konnor knows.
The Arcana would be, I would have a 23.
23? Konnor knows. And the reason I say this, and not you, Poppy,
It's because this is weird stuff.
it's weird stuff. This is a dragon story. One of the stories that they tell among the dragons is Nightmare fought the Mind Eater. The Mind Eater had minions. The minions of the Mind Eater constantly played tricks on the mind, making you see and hear things that were not truly there, worming their way into your thoughts and sucking away your vital essence.
It's been brought up that to this party that Nightmare has been fighting the Mind Eater, right?
Multiple times.
Okay. Well, you guys remember that Mind Eater thing?
Right.
He's got to have minions. That's probably what these things were. So, like, with a name like Mind Eater, I'm sure you can take a guess on what it and its little minions can do.
So we are going to be facing not only minions of Nightmare here, but minions of the Mind Eater.
Yeah.
Which makes me think if these Dragonborn, either they got transported with Nightmare, or maybe Nightmare brought them along and there's battle raging, or maybe they came later trying to rescue him or something.
I don't know.
Which means maybe we have been mistreating the Dragonborn. Maybe we should try to rescue them rather than trying to end them.
I don't know, they seemed... Zonimus, you've got that ability to kind of sense motives and goodness and stuff. They pinged off of that, though, didn't they?
They seem to be coming after us with ill intent.
Did you get a sense of them being fiendish?
Yes, definitely.
Was it after us, or was it after that kid?
Red Dirt D&D, Tales from the Caliban Frontier is Ash King as our Dungeon Master, Brooke Bullock as Mokran Stoneshaper, Johnny Payne as Zonimus Dinar, Kiri Hester as Poppy Tealeaf, Konnor Shenold as Konnor the Kobold, and I'm Michael Cross as Gaz. Special thanks to our Silver Star Paladin patron, Shenanigans Unplugged. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music, courtesy of TabletopAudio.com, Sirenscape, and Monument Studios. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at RedDirtDND.com. We here at Red Dirt D&D could really use your help in getting the word about us. If you like what you've heard, make sure and subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. We have several giving levels to help us grow up big and strong. Join us next time as we go deeper into the Caliban frontier.
My smell smells like biscuits, dirt, leather, and whiskey. Make that a candle.
Yankee Candles, get on that.
Call it the Poppimus.
What's your candle?
Field of Poppy.
Oh.
Poppies. Poppies will make them sleep. How many Wizard of Oz references are we up to now?
2!
Many.
2 in 2 episodes. Oh, 3! I forgot oil can.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
Well, I was a liberal arts major.
I had a friend who had a poster that said, math is hard, that's why I studied words.
It's not good, because Makran's yelling, and Konnor's yelling. Gaz isn't yelling anymore. So he's probably dead.
Buried in the bosom of my mom.
And an ample bosom it was.
My mom's didn't have ample bosom.
I can't wait to respond.
I know you can't.
In 5 rounds, I have a really great comeback. It's nice that they're friends.
Nice. They're all buddies.
Everybody needs a friend.
And this
Who's
one,
anonymous in their group?
right?
I keep moving away. This is why. Just like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Just lay down and don't pose a threat. They won't bite you.
That's
Oh
your guys'
no,
strategy.
I was poisoned too with stun. Let me lay down on the floor.
You got me.
That is all for my Beastie Boys.
Yo! Kick it!
We like to party.
Understand what's going on.
We're screwed.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Good luck, everybody. Got
nice.
your new characters ready? I don't know how that's going to work.
I always.
They're all Black Dragonborn.
I got a D&D
Michael
Beyond
has
account
learned.
full of new
That's right.
characters.
I always have a new character ready.
A nice long hug.
It's very comforting.
I miss you,
Little
Mom.
sharp, little pointy.
Mother, what sharp teeth you have.
Guys have a red cape on.
Cape of blood at this point.
Not as bloody as Makran. You're like the kid in class who asks if the teacher's going to give them homework.
but if I take damage,
Oh,
I
yeah, that's true.
If
stay
he
in my
takes
range.
damage, he
That's true.
maintains the rage, so.
He's just angrily hugging his mother.
Yes.
It's the orc tradition of your hug gets tighter and tighter and tighter.
You see who breaks first.
Yeah.
It's a contest they do in their family.
That hits.
The claw chooses who will
Ah,
go and
chooses
who
who
will
will
stay.
go and who will stay.
I have been chosen.
Farewell. And that will be it for that Beastie Boy.
Here's a little story
I got to tell about 3 bad brothers you know so well. Started way out in history
with my rock MCA and me, Mike D.
and had a
You're
little
my
horsey named
seed.
Paul Revere. Just me and my horsey in a quart of beer.
Basically the story of Gaz. Like, let's be honest. It's a horse. He's got beer on his horse. He's running through the sand.
Something down on my baseball hat. You can't start Paul Revere and not expect me to
He's
finish Paul
Path of the
Revere.
Beast, so, there we go. He's a beastie boy.
Then I'm going to cast. Wait. Okay, good. Oh, wait, no. I was stunned for so long. I should have planned.
Yeah.
The great thing about being stunned is that you don't have to think about what you're doing. But you should have thought about what you were going to do when you got unstunned.
Yeah.
Pro tip for you.
I feel like I should feel offended.
Always think about what you're going to be doing, and that's how you get to know your character.
100%.
We come full circle.
But I have a sword now. So
All right. Okay, that's what matters. Poppy's got a sword. You fool, we all have swords.
Sword.
It's like my favorite joke in Aladdin. The monkey's got a sword. You fool, we all have swords.
My sword! With my sword!
That's awesome.
Hey! Bastard.
Nope.
Do I get pack tactics too? I mean, we're kind of in a pack.
No. You're not a kobold. Only kobolds get the cool stuff.
Let Konnor have something.
Let me have a thing. I have sunlight sensitivity. We all do.
For 4 points of psychic damage.
It's pretty much my mom.
Your moms are great. I don't know what you're talking
That's the
about.
problem. He's so comfy with them because they're great.
I had to go all scanners on it. Sorry.
I don't get that reference.
So it's only the older guys that got it.
With a name like Mind Eater,
It has to be good.
it has to be bad.